Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Nathan. I'm the lead farmer here at Armful of Flowers in Mount Washington, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are about a week out from our first frost here in October, and so I want to take you guys on a little farm tour of what our urban cut flower farm looks like in the second week of October, right before our first frost. A lot of things are looking really good, a lot of things are at their prime, and then a lot of things are past their prime. But I want to show you guys exactly what it looks like now before we start tearing anything out, before we get ready to really start our 2023 year, before we put our tulips in. So we're going to be at the very end of our season. I'll give you a little bit of an update in a couple weeks once everything does get frosted over and turns black. But right now, I just want to give you guys a look at what everything looks like because it's so beautiful right now. So make sure you follow Armful of Flowers on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And then follow me, the Gay with the Green Thumb, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And then also you'll be able to find this video on our YouTube account as well as the rest of the videos in this series through next season showing little farm tour videos. All right guys, so we're gonna start this tour right up here at the top of our farm. You can see over here the UPMC building downtown, which is pretty cool. It's a very cool perspective from up here with the houses and then the view downtown. But this is the top of the farm. It's on a slope. We have roughly 26 rows, 13 on the top and roughly 13 on the bottom. So we're gonna start going down here past our zinnia rows. We have 4 rows of zinnias. We like to put them right up the front because they are so beautiful. As you can see, they're starting to get a little bit past their prime, getting a little bit of brown and powdery mildew on their lower leaves, but still plenty of beautiful blooms, and they continue to push out more. All right, so if we go down past the farm here, we have our roping up for our farm tours. We had our Fall Fest last weekend, and people can come down into our farm and check it out, which is sort of what inspired this video series. I want to be able to share our farm with as many people as we can. So off to the left here is all of our zinnias, 4 different rows, mostly Queen Lime series. We have some Ben Gray's Giants and other different varieties. If we keep going down this way, this is the 3rd one. And then this is the most fresh row of zinnias. You can see their foliage looks a lot better. Queen Lime up at the top. And then these ones here are called Wine. Very beautiful. Next row is our marigolds. They have just been blooming their heads off all season. And then up at the top of that row is straw flowers. We have more straw flowers throughout, so I'll show you some of those later. But the marigolds, 4 different colors, a deep orange, a deep yellow, a lighter orange, and then a brighter yellow. This row here sort of is a menagerie of things. We have a lot of self-seeded celosia all the way up. So that's what the bulk of what you're seeing, celosia. Up at the top, the little white up at the top is euphorbia. That's very beautiful for a filler. Now this row here is our first succession of sunflowers. We did 6 successions of sunflowers. Most of them have bloomed. We're still waiting on the last ones to bloom, so hopefully that happens before the frost next week. They're just on the edge. So as you can see, this whole row is just dead sunflower stalks. We'll be ripping those out. Next we have Nicotiana, Peach Screamer, Flowering Tobacco, followed by some more straw flowers. I'm gonna actually go up this row because this calendula at the top is blooming beautifully. Here's some beautiful straw flowers. And then our calendula. These here are columbine. We will probably get blooms off of them next year if they grow back. But this calendula is just coming into bloom, absolutely beautiful. Then on this side, we have our second succession of sunflowers that have already been harvested. Gonna swing around this way. Down here, we have some explosion grass and some gomphrena. Okay, so next to the gomphrena, we have some more calendula, and then this entire row of gorgeous dill. Dill bouquet, it's absolutely beautiful, taller than me, 6 feet tall. Enormous blooms, they smell amazing. Now here are other successions of sunflowers. Succession 3 right here, mostly harvested, and then succession 4. I'll be able to harvest most of these ones here this week, and then hopefully by this weekend I'll be able to harvest more of these. And then that's the end of this first section, the top half of the farm. Just looked at all of that. So in the empty area below the sunflowers, we had snapdragons, ripped those out already. And then where the sunflowers are, we had ranunculus and anemones. We got our corms sort of late on the ranunculus and anemones, so we had a pretty spotty rate of blooms with those, but hopefully better luck next year. This is some footage of ranunculus earlier this season. And now I'm gonna swing around and we're gonna go to the bottom half. So here at the beginning is yarrow. We're gonna try and perennialize this. Hopefully we have a nice strong yarrow patch next year. Same with these delphiniums. Hopefully they come back next year and we have good strong delphiniums from the start of the year. Down at the bottom there, we have some amaranth, red spike, and hot biscuits that I put in. Those are enormous, but we are gonna definitely try to expand our patch on those next year. We love that color. Next here we have celosia, and then at the bottom is more amaranth, more of a draping type of amaranth. Most of those have flopped over at this point, but there's still some harvestable plumes in there. But this celosia, I can't say enough about these types of celosia right here, just these gorgeous spikes. And we've been harvesting off of these plants all summer, it seems, and they just keep giving more and more. Our cosmos here are about to be done. I definitely want to try and do a second succession of cosmos next year. You can see a lot of them are burned out there, but we do have some beautiful blooms. Something I learned a lot about this year is rudbeckia. I've never really grown rudbeckia, but it's also a beautiful perennial in this area, so maybe we could leave these in as well, get a nice stand of them next year. I'm gonna sneak in through here, but we have a lot of the standard yellow rudbeckia, black-eyed Susans. Some of these shorter ones, we really got a lot of beautiful flowers off of them. I'll be able to harvest some this week. So since we are getting our first frost this coming week, I probably will be coming out here and harvesting as much as I can this Friday. Here's some more sunflowers, hoping these hurry up and bloom. I'm seeing some color in there, so as long as we have some warm temperatures the next couple days, which it looks like we will, they should open. All right, I'm gonna swing around this way. So now I'm down below the second half of the farm, but I have Fever View right here at the top. Then in this section was asters. Those have all petered out. Then here we have scabiosa. Here's some more scabiosa with some more celosia self-seeded. Beautiful scabiosa. Some beautiful straw flowers here. We did many successions of straw flowers because they're so beautiful. More of the amazing celosia we were harvesting on all season, a different darker red color as well. And then another huge red spike, that one actually self-seeded, amaranth. Our basil sort of went to seed a little quick this year. We had a really big heat wave that sort of made our basil go to seed quickly, but we did get some cute growth on it, and it smells amazing when you're down here. This is something we didn't grow last year, but I definitely would love to grow again. Jewels of Opar. It has this amazing green foliage, lime green foliage, and it sends up these amazing stalks with these little jewels, little beads, and they can dry out and they will essentially last forever in your arrangement. That is something we love this year, we did not have last year. All right, and then we are down to our dahlias. Our dahlias were definitely a learning experience this year. We didn't get any new dahlias this year. We only used the ones that we stored over, and they were quite dried out looking when we had looked at them first this spring, but they all sent up growth shoots just sitting in the box. So we put them out, and it took 11 weeks to get blooms, but now we're about 3 or 4 weeks after that, and we're finally getting blooms. So not as productive as last year, but hopefully next year we get some new fresh tubers in here. But I'm just going to go through all of them and go row by row and show you what we have here. Some beautiful dark burgundy ones. Beautiful orange. Beautiful bright red. Those are short, but still stunning. More of these beautiful orange. These giant ones here are called tartan. None of them are really all the way open because we harvest them basically as soon as they're open, but aren't they stunning? Here's one a little bit more open. We have some beautiful white ones down this row. And then all of these on this row are called Bee's Choice. And they're a more open dahlia, which makes them the bee's choice because they can reach the pollen much easier than the closed up ones. But there's a whole different variety of dahlias, and they provide you with some gorgeous variety in your bouquets. Have these gorgeous star looking ones here. This is probably one of my favorite ones this season. So stunning. Okay, and then we're gonna pan down to this section. This is the lowest section of the farm. Every year, well, this is my second year growing here. Both years has been sort of an experiment down here, but we tried with some veggies this year. Did not have too much luck because there are some deer that live in our neighborhood and they like to come through and have these tomatoes as their lunch. So didn't get much out of the tomatoes. We have a few watermelon that we need to take inside. And then if we move down this way, a few eggplants on here that I could probably harvest, some jalapenos, and then tomatoes, more tomatoes. And then on this side, we have branching sunflowers that are basically done at this point. Still a bunch of cute sunflower heads, but yeah. I guess that's why it's called Bee's Choice. This gorgeous white. Okay, and then after the dahlias, we are just back up to the beginning of the farm where our zinnias are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour of our urban cut flower farm here in Mount Washington. Make sure you follow Armful of Flowers and me, the Gay with the Green Thumb, for more content from our farm. And I can't wait to show you more. It's really my pleasure to share our farm with anyone and everyone. So I hope you enjoyed this video and look out for more.